Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Margaret, and this, I don't know, I don't want to make people feel bad for me, so to say. And I mean, I don't want people to feel bad for me at all, but, and this has never been something that I've been comfortable talking to people about. It's just the way that I look at myself, and it's just, you know, how it is. It's my appearance. And no, I don't mean my appearance as in like that's why I wear a lot of makeup. No, I'm completely fine with what I look like without makeup on, and sometimes I can be so confident in myself and I can be wearing no makeup and I could be wearing sweatpants and a sweatshirt and I'm like, I look so cute and I'm ready to like conquer the day. And that comes in like phases. It could be like for a month, and then I think this is the reason I'm talking about this, and I don't know why I'm talking about this way, like on the internet instead of like to someone, is because I'm not talking directly to someone. Yeah, makes sense, because I have no idea who's watching this. I have no idea who's going to watch this. I have, you know, I can't see your face. You can't tell me, like, you can't talk back to me and tell me, like, oh, that's dumb, why do you feel like that? But, I mean, obviously, like, you could comment about it, but it's not, like, the spur of the moment where I can, like, change what I'm thinking in that moment. So, yeah, my appearance. Yes, I do wear a lot of makeup. As you can tell, that's why I made this channel, was to have a makeup channel, because I want to further my career in makeup and cosmetology and that kind of stuff. So that's why I made this. And like I said, I'm not uncomfortable with myself without makeup. But back to what I was saying, how I can be very confident sometimes, like even with or without makeup, I can be like so confident. I can be like, I look so good, like, babe, I'm so cute, like, you know, like that kind of like cockiness, like arrogance, narcissistic thing I can have. Some people, I was watching his video earlier, like Shane Dawson, for instance, he doesn't look at himself in the mirror, and he makes YouTube videos, so obviously if he has a camera that you have a viewfinder and you like look at yourself and you have to go back and watch the footage and edit, and you know, he keeps up his social status on Instagram, and that's posting pictures and videos, and you know, that's him looking at himself, him like editing himself. And there's no one in the world that, you know, doesn't edit their pictures. They just post it on Instagram. And I guess and the person who, like, I feel like I'm not stealing everything that she said, but Michelle Platty just made a video like this, like, why she hates being fat, and me reading the title, why I hate being fat, I was reading it as in if I were saying that, not like that was the title of her video, because like she said, I don't look at other girls or guys and I'm like, they have a double chin, like they have, you know, like cellulite, they have, you know, their thighs are huge, and like there's some grown men who are like, she shouldn't be wearing leggings. Like, those kind of people are how I think everyone is, and no one else is like that. I think that people, I mean, I can be judgmental, don't get me wrong, everyone can be judgmental. You can go on Instagram, like someone's picture, not like the next person's picture. That's you being judgmental. Okay, back to what I was saying, was not everyone is judging me. Not everyone is judging me every second of the day, every time they look at me, when someone new looks at me, when the waitress is taking my order, you know, the camera guy on picture day at school is like judging me. Like, a person's purpose is not to judge everyone they see, because I judge myself every time I am in the shower, every time I wake up and I could be like, you slept in a lot, you're lazy, and you know, that's why you're fat. Or like, you know, I could be in the shower and I could like washing my body and be like, well, you don't have to wash all that because you're fat. Or I could look in the mirror doing my makeup and I could be like, oh, well, I can't, you know, there's no use of contouring my jawline because there's nothing there to contour because you know, I don't have a jawline, and, you know, I could be getting dressed, and okay, I put this shirt on specifically to show my, like, chest. You can kind of see the outline of, like, my collarbones, and if you look, I have big arms. I hate my arms, and you can't tell, but the seams are ripped on my shirts because I hate how big my arms are, and I hate tight clothes, so I rip the seams of my shirt so it's not tight around my arms because that makes me feel claustrophobic. And I think the reason why I became claustrophobic is because I am overweight. Some people say, like, I'm average looking for my height and my age, but whenever you step on a scale, I'm not saying I'm like a 300-pound person. No, I'm not a 200-pound person, and that's all the lower I'm gonna go. And I'm not saying like I'm 199, but, like, you know, I'm up there, and I don't like that. And so the reason I wore the shirt is another thing. Women with bigger breasts a lot of times like to wear shirts like this because they don't like their breasts to be contained when they're huge. Like, I'm not being like, oh my god, I have the biggest boobs, but I have bigger boobs, and I don't like when they're out. I don't like to have my cleavage out. I don't, you know, like to, I don't like this. I used to like this, I guess, when I was more comfortable with my body. Like, this was what I liked. I don't know, I liked the idea of looking busty, and I don't like it now. But, you know, that's just, I was talking to my aunt. My aunt is busty like I am, and she likes having her openness because she has, like I said, big boobs so that it can be free and they're not contained. But I like being covered up. I didn't get, you know, bigger boobs until I was a sophomore in high school, and I just graduated. So first thing, I hated having big boobs. And then junior year, I loved it. I loved having big boobs. I went through like a weird hoe phase, and I like wanted to show off my body more, and I wanted people to, you know, recognize that I had a nice body. But that's not really like a hoe phase. But in my opinion, looking back at myself, I was very hoe-ish. But then again, I was also just being very positive with the way I looked. But looking at other girls, I don't think they're being a hoe. I think that they're being positive with the way they look. But looking at myself, I think I look like a hoe, and I look like a pig, and I look like a whale, and I just look disgusting and overweight, and I hate it so much, and it's just not the way that I want to look. And now you're probably thinking to yourself, well, then change it. Change the way you look. You probably, like, 3 people that watch these know that I have a thyroid condition. I have hypothyroidism, which means I have a hypothyroidism means that the thyroid gland can't make enough thyroid hormone to keep the body running normally. Just know that my thyroid, I get tired more. Like, I can't go outside in the sun for more than like 20 minutes without being like drenched in sweat and being so exhausted, because yes, the sun does take energy out of people, but with people with hypothyroidism, it kind of drains you more because something that your thyroid doesn't produce is getting worn down by the sun, and your thyroid has to like try extra hard. And I take medicine for it, so my thyroid has to try extra hard to like create the chemicals that, you know. And with my thyroid, I put on more weight than I do take off weight. So taking 2 steps backward and 1 step forward. That's, you know, how my thyroid works with my weight. Yes, I could fix, you know, the way that I look, but it's 10 times harder for me to do it than someone who has a regular thyroid. Exercising gives me so much anxiety, first of all, because multiple reasons. I have a sweating problem, which I sweat a lot. Like right now, I don't have like a fan on, and I don't have the air conditioning on. I am just sitting in my hot bedroom. I have a sweating problem, yes, and I could get that fixed. That's a thing. You can like laser off your sweat glands. So that's another reason. When I sweat, I get very anxious, and sweating happens when you exercise. I think it would be different if I was in an air-conditioned place and I was sweating on purpose exercising. Another thing with exercising is that because of my thyroid, I get tired, have very bad back problems, and whenever I do like push-ups or sit-ups, or when you lay on your back and you like raise your pelvis so you're like, you know, those things. Those, it like triggers some muscle in my back, and then my muscle starts to spaz, and then like discs move in my back, and then they push against my lungs, and I sound like there's a lot of things wrong with me, but there's not. And I wish I could exercise. I wish that I could exercise every day, and I wish that I could get up in the morning, take a run, do exercises, and then like take my dog for a walk. And I definitely could do that if I knew going into it. Okay, this is my brain. Going into exercising, I look at it as, I know it's not going to be beneficial until like 4 months after it happens. Some people you can like see results after like a month of exercising, but me, I don't really like see a difference for a while. That sucks. Yes, I can be super confident. Like, I can look at myself in the mirror when I have like a bra and shorts on, and I can be like, I look so good. But when I look at myself like naked, I'm like, you need to fix that. I have love handles, which is this, and I hate it. I hate it so much. And then I don't know, I don't really have a stomach from the side. I don't. And then if you look from the back, I have these. I have those. But whenever I always wear high-waisted pants so that I can't see it. Like, I could go out with my like stomach showing like this, and I'd be fine. I'm not sucking in. I'm like being normal. I did gymnastics when I was little, so I was always taught to have like a tight core. That's how I've always like kept myself, because that's how I was taught when I was little. So like that's just a natural thing, and it's not like I'm actually sucking in. And also, I learned that doing that like constantly, because I was taught to do that when I was little, like during gymnastics. If I do that, because I do it so often, I could actually break my ribs. I didn't know that. And like now I'm fine. Like, I showed you my body, and like I like the way I look. But then I could take off my clothes, which I'm not gonna do. I could take off my clothes and be like, wow, I hate the way I look. I look so stupid. I look really gross. And then I could be in the shower and I could be like washing like my stomach, and I could see like this, and I would like grab it, and then I would be so self-conscious about it. And like, okay, another thing, my legs. I have really big thighs. Like, when you have big thighs, you're often, when you wear jeans, rubbed together, and then eventually you like rub holes in your jeans and your thighs, which sucks. I don't know if you did enjoy this. If not, I'm sorry that this isn't the kind of thing that you like, but I just wanted to like not get this off my chest, but like talk to someone about it, but actually talk to no one about it. There's a stink bug in my room. Okay, well, I'll see you in my next video. So, if you like this, subscribe or like it. And I have my social medias in the description. I have my Twitter, my Instagram, my makeup account, and I also have my VSco cam. If you enjoyed this, then thanks for enjoying it. I'll see you next time. Bye. Okay, I don't even do it on purpose, but I can never actually, the end button. Okay, whatever.